I think if I hear you call me Becky one more time, six-pack, I'm gonna pop your tops. All six of them.
Hey, this is Matt once again. Welcome back to another review. And this is actually a PayPal request from a very nice guy named I Live Again 1. And he asked for me to review the 1986 film Eye of the Tiger with Gary Busey and Yaphet Kotto. And this is a fun movie. Eye of the Tiger is a film no one really talks about. It's a pretty straightforward revenge movie. Gary Busey is a guy who's in Vietnam. He's gotten out of jail. He's done his time for what it seems because of a BS charge. He goes to see his wife and his little daughter. His close buddy is played by Yaphet Kotto. Always nice to see him in there. And it was cool to see Gary Busey as the lead and a good guy. I mean, he's done other movies where he played the lead good guy. I haven't seen too many of them. I mean, there was Bulletproof. Not the Adam Sandler movie. There's another one called Bulletproof. There was one called The Chain. There's a really awful one called Plato's Run that starred Gary Busey, where Jeff Speakman was in it for like 5 minutes, then dies. That one sucked. This is a lot better than that. Because, Gary Busey, judging by a film like this, he could have done just as fine as, the action hero. Because he's a good actor. He has that personality and that energy. And you could buy him being tough and... I always thought Gary Busey was a great actor. I mean, sadly nowadays he's a bit cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. I think because of that car accident, I want to say motorcycle accident, long ago. They messed up his brain. But even I still like the show he did for 1 year called I'm with Busey. Of course, Predator 2, Lethal Weapon, many others Gary Busey was in. And again, the movie is very simple. One day he stops this girl from being raped from this motorcycle gang that takes over this town. The motorcycle gang is led by William Smith. William Smith, he's the guy who played Conan's dad in Conan the Barbarian. He was in Maniac Cop. William Smith's been in a lot of stuff. He plays the head of the motorcycle gang. And they don't like that Gary Busey got involved, so they smash up his home, ride the motorcycles right in, and kill his wife. And the daughter sees it, she's catatonic, and so now Gary Busey wants revenge and is going to kick some ass. Yaphet Kotto doesn't really want to help because he's got his pension, but at the same time, you still get the idea that Yaphet Kotto is still a friend to Gary Busey, and he'll eventually come around, and he does, which is satisfying. And the movie, while the action is not, how do I put it, it's not mind-blowingly memorable in the vein of a Death Wish 3 or Commando or Running Man, like these other 80s movies. There's still some cool stuff in there. I mean, just to name a couple, he gets a super truck. Like literally, he's owed a favor from this guy who he knew in jail. The guy's rich and gives him this big like super truck, like this black pickup truck with bulletproof and a fucking joystick and missiles in the back, which, man, I love that kind of stuff. You only see that in the 80s. Nowadays be too silly, but that's the fun stuff in seeing stuff like this in the 80s. So you have that stuff, or there's a point where he puts a wire from point A to point B across this street and he cuts off a fucking biker's head off, which is surprisingly gory. Hell, there's one point where he's trying to get information from this biker, this ugly, mongoloid, butt-fucking looking biker who can't talk. And in order to thread him, I shit you not, he takes a piece of dynamite, puts some like lube, jams it up the guy's ass, lights it, and here's the kicker. He gets the info, he leaves the dynamite there, but the dynamite doesn't go off. Instead, the biker dies of a fucking heart attack because of this. I mean, that's some originality there. I give the movie credit for that. The movie actually does have the song "Eye of the Tiger" from Survivor. It plays at the beginning of the film. It plays at the end of the film. I kind of wish they played it in the big action scene of the film. At the finale. Maybe that would have been too on the nose. But I think either during that or during the fist fight between Gary and the William Smith character. But yeah, maybe they thought, that'd be a bit too much. I think it would have been cool. But I know it sounds stupid, but it's like, oh wow, well wait a minute, I thought that could only be in a Rocky movie, Eye of the Tiger. What again is dumb, because there's plenty of films afterward that would put Eye of the Tiger in there, but usually as a comedic effect. But it was supposed to see another 80s film use Eye of the Tiger in a serious manner, like it should. And like it's designated to. And that was kind of a fun little stamp on the movie. Yaphet Kotto, I enjoy him as an actor, whether it be an Alien and The Running Man, Warning Sign. He does a good job here. He plays off Gary Busey fairly well. They have good chemistry with each other. Yaphet Kotto is a lot of fun. If you like him, you don't like the movie, because I mean there's a point where he's playing James Brown music, flying his crop duster type of airplane, just throwing grenades at the bad guys down below. I mean, that's pretty fun. And the finale, you got that super truck shooting missiles off the back and real explosions and I thought the fist fight at the finale was a bit too short, though. I wish the fist fight was a little bit longer between Gary Busey and William Smith, or maybe because I just wanted him to make William Smith suffer more. Because these bad guys, you definitely hate these bad guys. I mean, these bad guys are so horrible. They even take the coffin of his dead wife out and literally drag it around and leave it outside his property. I mean, that's how much you hate these bad guys. And that's why I wanted Gary Busey to make William Smith suffer more. So that was a a little bit of a letdown. A little bit of a letdown. Should have made William Smith suffer a lot more. And William Smith's death, again, a little bit of a letdown. I think there could have been a lot more to it. A lot more satisfying way of doing it. That's just me. Score, fairly decent. I don't really have much problems with the movie. Like I said, it's a very straightforward 90-minute. If you like Gary Busey, if you like Yaphet Kotto, if you like your 80s revenge movies, like listening to Survivor's Eye of the Tiger, a couple interesting scenes, 80s style, like decapitations or super trucks or dynamites up places they're not supposed to. Then yeah, this movie is for any fan of the action genre. Eye of the Tiger, bit of an underrated, entertaining movie. I'll say that. It was fun watching this. It was actually for free for those who don't have the DVD on Tubi TV, Tubi TV. They actually have it for free that you can watch Eye of the Tiger for those, again, who don't have it on DVD. But either way, thanks once again, I Live Again 1, for the request. Eye of the Tiger, like I said, is a lot of fun, and bit of underrated 80s revenge action flick that, again, no one ever talks about. I don't know if anyone's ever even reviewed this film on YouTube. I might be the first, I don't know. If so, that's a shame. It deserves to be watched a bit more than it has. But anyway, thanks for watching, take care, and we will see you guys later. Bye-bye.